Welcome back to another full day of college football bowl games. We're going over to Fort Worth, Texas, the home of TCU, in the Armed Forces Bowl between Oklahoma and Navy. Navy coming off that huge win against Army. Navy is 9-3. Oklahoma coming off a 6-6 season, barely bowl eligible, but they did knock off Alabama, winning by 3 touchdowns. That is, I guess, their claim to fame. Major line movement in this game. This opened as Oklahoma as a 9.5 point favorite, all the way down to, at the time of recording, 2.5 point favorite for Oklahoma. Over under of this game is set at 43. Quickly on the opt outs, just going to keep it pretty short here. Navy doesn't really have anyone because that's a military academy, and you're kind of locked in there for the next 4 or 5 years of your life. And then a couple more after college. So pretty much everyone on Navy is playing. Maybe there might be some injuries out there. But then Oklahoma is absolutely decimated by transfers, injuries, opt outs. Their leading receiver, who is their tight end, will be opting out. They have 6 other receivers out. Their leading rusher is out. Their quarterback is out. But their very good defensive line, I think ranked 6th in the country in run percentage there, is all expected to play, which is big against a Navy team that is heavy run here. They are starting a Oklahoma starting a quarterback that did get a couple snaps this year. I believe he played in multiple games, but I believe he started 3 of the games. Very run heavy quarterback. Not much of a passer. Can pass, but most of his passing stats are like 100 to 150 yards per game. But he does have 20 plus carries in I think 3 games this year. So more of a runner for him. But I'll send it to you first, Ethan. I know you're a little sick here, so bear with us, listeners. But who do you have in this one?
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna go with Navy for the actual pick here. I do kind of like the under as well. Like you mentioned, that quarterback for Oklahoma, more of a runner than a thrower, and I think that's gonna play into Navy's strength defensively. Um, but you just look at Navy. They've had a great year, 9-3. Started off winning their first 6 games of the year before dropping a couple to Notre Dame, Rice, and then Tulane. Two of which of those were ranked opponents, but they finished their year with a big upset win against Army, um, which I think a lot of teams would kind of lay down and die. This could be a flat spot here, but I just think the Naval Academy schools are a little more disciplined. Like you said, they have really nowhere to go. There's no outside noise about transferring out. Um, so I think they're going to want to cap off this great season already with a bowl victory against an SEC team out of everybody that they could have been playing here. And then Oklahoma, they've just been such a good team most of our lives, really. 6-6, just not where they want to be, especially in their first season in the SEC. I think they had higher expectations. Um, as you mentioned, the roster completely decimated. So I just don't know what kind of intensity they're going to come with. It does worry me that it is a bunch of young guys that get their chance at playing. Um, but I'm gonna take a stab with Navy. I just think they care more about this one. It'd be a great way to cap off their fantastic season here. And I just don't really see Oklahoma coming with uh, much intensity here. So I'm gonna lay the points with Navy. I also do like the under.
Yeah, I like Navy as well. I do think I kind of missed the window there. Like I said, the line opened at 9, has since fallen down to 2.5 in favor of Oklahoma. But I'm actually going to go the player prop route, and I have 2 player props, same player that you can pick from. I have actually already locked in both of these, and I'm going to take Oklahoma's quarterback, and I'm going to take him over 50 rushing yards, and I'm going to take him anytime touchdown in this game. He is a freshman or a true freshman, so he I think is going to care to either help his career moving forward or potentially, amp up his transfer stock potentially. But I really think he's going to have a pretty solid game. I did see that Navy does struggle in rushing, any kind of rushing, but especially against rushing quarterbacks. So I do think he's going to have a good day. And again, who's he going to throw the ball to? They're without their starting tight end, who is also a leading receiver. Like I mentioned, 6 other receivers are out. Their leading rusher is out as well. So I think it's going to be his show. And like I said, he's had multiple games this year with 20 plus rushing attempts. So I think he's going to get the ball a lot. I think the game is going to be solely in his hands. And like I said, they're decimated with opt outs, and maybe if they do try to pass it, it's just going to be broken play after broken play. Maybe he can get some scrambles that aren't designed quarterback runs there. So I really like his rushing yards. Is probably my favorite bet. But like I said, I also took him anytime touchdown. I do like me some player props. I'm back in Michigan, so I'm going to take advantage of betting player props legally on the sports book. So I'm diving into those. But hopefully that was a good little preview for you guys. Again, this game is starting pretty quickly here with the holidays and Boxing Day and everything afterwards. We've been a little bit behind on our bowl videos, but we do have 3 or 4 more videos today for more bowl games. So make sure you do stay tuned for those. Again, we're doing previews on every single bowl game, but we appreciate you guys. Good luck, and hope you guys can win some money on this game. We'll see you next time.
See you guys.
You better start listening to the Better in Green podcast. You will not regret it. Trust me, trust me, trust me. And hey, I'm Dean Blandino.
Welcome, welcome, welcome to Better in Green, eh? To Better in Green, eh? To Better in Green, eh? Listen in and cash out. That's what it's all about. Come on, let's make cash now. We always on spot and we cover all spot from the bottom to the top. Hey, shout out to Ethan, shout out to Wyatt, shout out to Ben. Welcome, welcome to our podcast. Better in Green.